Hello, and welcome to Cooking with Tom, the Omaha Steaks edition, with Tom and George Bailey. He heard the word steak, so he's ready to go. Tonight we're going to make Omaha steaks. Father's Day is coming up in just a couple of weeks, 2 weeks from this Sunday, as a matter of fact, as we're recording this. Plenty of time to get to omahasteaks.com. You type W-I, for Wisconsin, I-L, in the search bar. That's W-I-I-L in the search bar at omahasteaks.com. A drop-down menu will be there. You click on my name, Tom Keefe. It'll take you to a page where there's a variety of awesome packages you can get Dad just in time for Father's Day. They'll be delivered to your house, and they're awesome. First time I got Omaha Steaks was about 30 years ago, and I got it as a gift. And to be honest, I thought, who sends steaks in the mail? And then I tried the Omaha Steaks, and I've been getting them ever since. They're a great deal. They're delivered right to your home, and they've got a lot of great stuff at Omaha Steaks. You're going to love the steaks. Once you've had delicious Omaha steaks, aged beef, you're going to love it. So do that. When the package comes, it's very exciting. It shows up on the porch, and it's like Christmas. Now, the first time I got it, we were also excited that there was dry ice. Do not play with the dry ice. It's not safe. Don't do it. And then you get the steaks out, you put them in the freezer, and they're delicious. Tonight we're going to make a couple of Omaha Steaks fillets. They come in all sorts of different sizes. You can get them bacon wrapped or not bacon wrapped. My favorite steak from Omaha Steaks, my favorite steak overall is the ribeye. That's a man's steak. But the fillet, a nice easy steak to cook, a nice one to eat, and you're really going to love it when you get it from Omaha Steaks. These aren't the bacon wrapped ones. These are just the regular fillets you get from Omaha Steaks. Now, the thing about steaks, when you grill them, you have to remember is you want to grill them from room temperature. You don't want to pull them out of the freezer or the fridge and cook them cold. You want to give them some time to get to room temperature. With Omaha Steaks, super easy to defrost them. You pull them out of the freezer, the day you're going to make them, throw them in the fridge the day before. They'll defrost in there, and then when it's time to make them, you pull them out of the fridge a couple hours before you want to make them, an hour or two, and they'll come to room temperature. Omaha Steaks, really convenient too. They come pre-wrapped like this. George is going to help me get in there. No, you're not. Very easy to open them up and get them out. You don't even actually have to handle the steaks. They got a little perforation right there. You just pull it out. And I like to towel it off on a little piece of paper towel. Dry it off. There's one. And I'll just keep going from that end, actually. And then here comes the second one. See how they're nice and shrink wrapped? Boom. We'll just towel those off and put them on the plate. Now, the thing about making steaks, when you season them is a question a lot of people have. I wondered about this. I used to season them in advance and let the salt and spices or whatever I put on there sit there. The problem is that salt, what it does is it draws the moisture out away from the center of the steak. So you want to wait until just before you're about to put them on the grill before you salt and pepper them. People use different seasonings on steaks. A purist will tell you just a little salt and pepper. I like to cheat a little bit. I like to use the garlic salt for my salt. And then the pepper grinder for a little bit of pepper. But you can do whatever you want. Don't let the purists scare you. If you want to put other things on your steak, hey, they're your steak. So just rub that in. We'll put it a little bit on both sides. Get the pepper grinder going here again. I like a lot of pepper. And then a little garlic salt. They're room temperature, they're seasoned, and they are ready to grill. What have we forgotten? Oh, I know. We forgot wine break. Let's take wine break. You ready for wine break? We'll be back with more Cooking with Tom, the Omaha Steaks edition, after wine break. We're back with Cooking with Tom, the Omaha Steaks, actually Cooking with George Bailey, the dog, the Omaha Steaks edition. He thinks he's getting some of the steaks. If you had thumbs and a keyboard, you go to omahasteaks.com, type WIIL in the search bar, variety of specials, just in time for Father's Day. Dad will love it. You will win Father's Day. Your siblings will definitely lose Father's Day, and hopefully Dad will share the Omaha Steaks with you. So we got the grill going about 15 minutes ago. It's good and hot. So we got that going. I like to use charcoal. I'll cook them on the gas grill. I'll cook them in the new, I have an air fryer now and that pressure cooker thing, the Foodie Ninja. You can cook them anyway, and Omaha Steaks turn out great. Even if you screw them up, they're still delicious. So check out omahasteaks.com. A lot of great cuts on there. You can go into the one section where they have the monster super large steaks, the giant steaks and stuff like that. Maybe get dad and you one of those and eat them in front of your siblings for Father's Day. That is definitely a win. So we're outside now with the grill. Got the steaks over here. We brought them to room temperature. We seasoned them just before we put them on the grill. You don't want that salt on there too early. It draws the moisture out. It's all about keeping the moisture in the steaks and keeping them distributed. A lot of times I'll also rub a little olive oil on there to keep the steaks from sticking on the grate. Before I season them, I'll put a little olive oil on both sides. You can do that or you don't have to. I didn't today, but we should be all right. Also, I want to show you my wine collection since we just did wine break. These are the wine bottles. This is my COVID-19, my Corona wine bottle collection. I'm going to make some kind of wine bottle art out of it or something at some point. I don't know what. Just trying to keep track. So that's from Wine Break. Got to thank Brian over at Mickey Finn's. If you can get a Santa's Magic glass somehow, don't steal it, buy them or ask for it. But the Santa's Magic glass, perfect wine glasses. So red wine goes good with steak. So let's do some grilling. We got the grill good and hot. Now you'll notice the coals are all the way in back. When you cook these steaks, you want to have the coals back here and super hot to start. You're going to want to sear the outside of the steak, and a lot of people think that's to sear to keep the juices in. Actually what that does is it pushes the juices toward the center of the steak. If you're grilling a steak and you see juices on the surface, that's not good. You want to keep the juice in the steak. So we're going to put them on the back. That drives the juice into the steak. Get a nice sear on them, and then we'll finish the cooking process up front where you see there's less coals. The steaks won't be as close to the coals. So we'll put them in back, and we'll get a good sear on them first. Right as close as they can be, and you can hear them sizzling a little bit already. So we'll just get a good sear going right back there close to the coals. And we'll do that back there. And then when we want to cook them to our desired doneness, we'll finish them up here so we don't just sear the snot out of them and char the outside. So we're going to do that. You want to let them go for a little bit. They say you only want to turn your steaks one time. So the trick is, and when I say turn, I mean flip them. The trick is to cook them this way for a while, and then we're going to give them a little bit of a turn. You know how you get those nice grill marks on steaks? We cook them this way for just a little bit, and we give them a nice little turn so that they have those crisscross grill marks on them. Then we'll flip them and do it on the other side, and then we'll pull them forward so they're a little farther away from the coals and finish the cooking to our desired doneness. I like my steaks medium rare. Most people do. A lot of people like them rare. Do you know there's an actual doneness less than rare? If you order your steak blue, that means that they've got it out of the cooler and they brought it to your table. I mean, it's barely saw the grill at all. That's blue if you want to try a really rare steak. So that's before rare. So it goes blue, and then rare, and then medium rare, and then medium and medium well, and then well. I like mine medium rare. Blue is a bit too much for me. So we got them cooked. We got them cooked a little bit. Now we're gonna just give them a little bit of a turn, and that'll get the grill marks going the other way on them. So we'll get the grill marks going the opposite direction on them. Right now, if you go to omahasteaks.com in time for Father's Day, you type WIIL in the search bar. Not only can you get free shipping on some packages, but also steak cut bacon from Omaha Steaks. That's a thing. Steak cut bacon can be included for free for Father's Day. So it's a win-win for you and Dad. So we let them sear a little on that side. We're just going to flip them over now and let them sear on the other side. We didn't get quite the crisscross grill marks on this side yet, but you can see a little bit right there with the crisscross grill marks going. So we're just going to sear them a little bit on this side. You want them super hot at the beginning, sear them, and then what we do is we pull them, we turn them again so they got the grill marks like that on both sides, crisscross grill marks, and then we pull them forward here where there's less coals, it's farther away from the heat, and we'll cook them to our desired doneness. While we get ready to do that, I think it's time for a wine break, and to remind you to go to omahasteaks.com and type WIIL in the search bar. Wine break. Oh yeah, they're just about done. If you go to omahasteaks.com right now and you type WIIL in the search bar, you can get these delicious, perfectly aged Omaha steaks, 5th generation family-owned business, and they really know what they're doing. Try it once and you'll be hooked like me. The first time I got it, I was like, what? and I get Omaha steaks on a regular basis ever since. You're gonna love it, either as a gift or for yourself. It's not just steak. There's poultry, there's pork, there's seafood, there's all sorts of side dishes. If you get the caramel apple tartlets, and you cook them right from frozen, make sure you have vanilla ice cream in your house, because you'll make them and then you'll be like, damn it, why don't we have vanilla ice cream? So great side dishes. They've got slow cooker meals. They've got one pan meals that you can have ready right out of the freezer and have dinner ready. So when you get home and it's been a hurried day and you're like, oh, what am I going to do for dinner? You can just grab one of those meals right out of the freezer, and it's a skillet meal that you can make in just no time at all. Or the slow cooker meals that you can start before you go to work from Omaha Steaks. A lot of good stuff there. The steaks are wonderful. And these are just about done. Now, doneness on steak, that's a completely other video, a completely different video. There's many different ways to tell it, with where you feel in your fingers and stuff like that or whatever. I just like to kind of eyeball it up. You can look at the steak and see how much it bounces back when you press on it. You can kind of feel where it's at. But these seem like they're about done for me, so we're gonna go ahead and get them off the grill. Once you take them off the grill, you're gonna want to wait about 10-15 minutes. These are a little smaller than the bigger steaks. The size of the steak, I got the nice little fillets tonight. If you got a bigger steak, you might want to wait a little longer. Once you take them off the grill, you're going to want to let them rest for about 10-15 minutes. And what that does is it's all about the juice. We didn't want the juice to run out while we were cooking them. And now that we've taken them off the grill, we let them rest for a little bit. The juice redistributes throughout the steak, so every bite of the steak is nice and juicy. So give it about 10-15 minutes before you eat them, which I guess that means that we have another wine break. Before we do that, I want to remind you that if you order now and you use our code WIIL in the search bar at omahasteaks.com, you can get free shipping on a ton of great packages for dad or for any gift, for anyone, or for yourself. And also that perfectly cured applewood smoked steak cut bacon. You get a free pound of that with a lot of the packages. Dad is going to love you for that. We're going to take a wine break. We're going to get these steaks inside, and we'll see how we did. All right, so what are you doing? Anyway, so you'll notice our plate is rather Spartan. There's no side dishes or anything. George Bailey thinks he's just having a plate of steak. So, what's the name of the place in McHenry, the Chinese place?
Plum Garden?
Plum Garden. Remember the time we had Plum Garden. We went to Kim's house to have it. And we didn't even make it. It didn't even make it onto a plate. So we're ahead of the game here, because we just stood in the kitchen and ate it all. Well, we brought the steaks in. We let them rest, and you know what? Screw side dishes. We're just gonna have our steaks right now. If we want, we'll eat something else later. So we let them rest about 10-15 minutes or so, about 12 minutes. The juice redistributed throughout the steaks, and the Omaha steaks are ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and cut into this one. They are so tender. You actually don't even need. It's about a good medium, rare, medium rare, like I like it. I like it like that. So it's about rare, medium rare here. So you don't even really, you can cut these with a butter knife. So tender, so perfectly aged from Omaha Steaks. And right now, if you go to omahasteaks.com, you type WIIL in the search bar, you can get a variety of awesome packages, including free shipping and that applewood steak cut bacon, perfectly cured, delicious. Dad is going to love it for Father's Day. Get it? That's what? That's omahasteaks.com. And you put WIIL in the search bar. Is he in there? Can you see him? Yeah.
He's in this whole section.
I'm just going to go ahead and try. Yeah, you could chew that without teeth. So tender. So delicious. Perfectly aged. Omaha Steaks. When you order, make sure you do get a couple of the fillets. I'm a ribeye guy, but the Omaha Steaks fillet every time. Fillet. Well, we've had a few wine breaks tonight. omahasteaks.com, type WIIL in the search bar, and find out what we got for Father's Day specials and all the other things. Remember, free advice is worth what you pay for it. I have no idea what I'm doing, but cooking the steaks like that, the Omaha Steaks, works for me every time. Actually, you could screw them up and they're still going to be delicious, but that's Cooking with Tom with the Omaha Steaks. Do I give him a bite, do you think? You think he deserves a bite?
He probably deserves a little
Half
bite.
a bite. Half
little
a bite.
bite.
And then make sure when you eat your Omaha Steaks, you take lots of time to savor them. Don't just wolf them down and not chew them. Just take time to savor them. And where did it go? That was your anyway. Thanks for checking out Cooking with Tom. omahasteaks.com, WIIL in the search bar.
Stop.